Bro, imagine being Floyd Mayweather. 50-0. Billions allegedly made. The greatest boxer to ever lace up a pair of gloves. And then one day you wake up and your private jet is gone. $100 million worth of your jewelry has been pawned off for $13 million, and your former money manager is accused of draining your accounts through fake investments you never even knew existed. And here is the part that really hits different. This is not some tabloid rumor. This is a $175 million lawsuit Floyd filed himself. Stay with me, because when you connect what is happening right now in 2026 to a moment back in 2024 that a lot of people wrote off as gossip, the full picture of what has been quietly unraveling around Money Mayweather is genuinely one of the wildest stories in sports right now. To understand why all of this lands so hard, you need to go back to the beginning. Floyd Mayweather built his entire brand on one idea, that he is untouchable. Not just in the ring, with money. The man nicknamed himself Money Mayweather. He posted stacks of cash on Instagram so thick you could barely see his face. Bugattis, private jets, yachts, bales of $100 bills. The persona was not just confidence, it was a financial flex turned into a full identity. And for years it seemed completely backed up. Biggest paydays in boxing history, 9-figure fight purses, a promotions company that launched careers. The image felt bulletproof. But here's the thing, bro. A lot of people clocked the cracks way before this lawsuit ever dropped. The lavish lifestyle, the constant flexing, the way he lived publicly like every dollar was infinite. Some people said from day one that this does not add up long term. Turns out, they might have been right. Back in 2024, Floyd goes to Dubai, and for nearly a week, the man who never stops posting just goes completely dark. No flexing, nothing. Then Tank Davis gets on social media and claims Floyd is not there on holiday. He is being held over an unpaid debt. People brushed it off because Tank had beef with Floyd. But then, boxing agent Rick Glazer, no obvious axe to grind, backs it up publicly, saying his Dubai contact confirmed Floyd was being held by the government court system over a substantial sum owed. Nothing to do with boxing. Floyd eventually resurfaced in LA, went to a Clippers game, and never addressed any of it. Most people moved on. They should not have, because that was just the first crack. By 2026, the whole wall has come down.
Breaking news, they just said Floyd Money Mayweather have been stuck in Dubai for 50 days. And the reason is he was supposed to do a job for a certain somebody, and he didn't finish the job, and now he owes them money. And he can't leave until either one, he paid him the money, or two, he finished the job. Now, a lot of sources are saying that he's been down there for really over 50 days, but I'm just telling y'all what I know. In the box community is crazy right now. Like, the box community is crazy right now. It's a lot of stuff behind closed doors that's being talked about that'll blow your mind, bro. Yeah, man, it look like Gervonta Tank Davis was not lying about Floyd being trapped in Dubai, bro, and it's kind of crazy. Like, I just want to, and this is just so much going on right now with that. I heard some other crazy stuff, but I don't want to say it yet until it's confirmed. So just stay tuned, bro, because it's some wild stuff that's going on. I don't want to say it, but I want to tell y'all, but I can't right now because it's not confirmed, you feel me? But, bro, when y'all hear this,
fast forward to right now, and the details coming out are genuinely jaw-dropping. Floyd has filed a $175 million lawsuit against his former investment manager, Jonah Rechnitz, and real estate advisor Eyal Frist, accusing them of running a years-long fraud operation. And the specifics inside this lawsuit are wild. $100 million worth of Floyd's jewelry collection was allegedly handed over to Miami jewelers, and only $13 million was received in return. His Gulfstream private jet was apparently sold after Floyd signed paperwork where the buyer section was left completely blank. He says he still does not know who bought the jet or where the money went. $7.5 million was wired into an investment that never happened, and the money never came back. $15 million in settlement proceeds were redirected without his knowledge. And on top of all of this, Floyd has also filed a separate $340 million lawsuit against Showtime, alleging they misappropriated his fight earnings over years. And the same week all of this dropped, he was hit with a $1 million child support judgment he had not responded to. That is a lot of fires burning at the same time, bro.
Yaya Mayweather, it is time for you to go ahead and start a business or get a job. They are saying that your daddy is going broke, that he owes the IRS, and he has a gambling problem and an addiction to women. To be honest, it doesn't surprise a lot of us, but it's time for you to actually use your nepotism to get ahead. Do something. Become an actor, start a business, open a restaurant, do something other than sitting online trying to figure out if Jazz's ring was made in a lab or not, and if your baby daddy is going to come and see you today. It doesn't matter anymore. Your daddy's going broke. That's a big deal. Worrying about her ring will have your rings getting seized to help pay off his debt to the IRS. It's time to do something for yourself. Do something great, because that rapper money, it's not going to last you very long. You see how they work. The money comes when it comes less and less, and they always have an excuse for why they can't give it to you on your time. You see how he did you on your baby's birthday, didn't help pay for it initially, didn't even show up. Your dad showed up and he gave you the money on the back end when he felt like it. That's no way to live. It's time for you to do something great for yourself, because it seems like your daddy might need a little bit of help. Just saying.
But here is where it gets crazy. The defendants did not stay quiet. Their attorney fired back, saying Floyd's own gambling issues, prolific spending, and IRS tax liens are going to come out in court. They are threatening to make him the one paying damages. No cap, that is a bold response. But it also lines up with what people predicted for years: the lavish lifestyle, the constant flexing, the bales of cash. Some people always said this cannot be sustainable, and now you have to ask the uncomfortable question. If you are genuinely managing billions correctly, how does someone allegedly move that much without you noticing for years? And just last weekend, Floyd tried to fight Mike Zambitis in Greece to get some quick cash in his pocket. That got shut down too. Promoters CSI filed an injunction saying Floyd already took millions in advances from them for the Mike Tyson fight and then went rogue. Even the attempts to generate quick money are getting blocked in court right now. And then Dana White speaks up. Just days ago, someone asks him about Floyd's situation, and he does not pile on. He actually sounds concerned. He says, when somebody works as hard as he did and amasses the type of wealth that he had, and then they lose it or it gets stolen, whatever the deal is, it is horrible. And it happens a lot in professional sports. That is Dana White feeling for this man, and that tells you everything.
Just curious what your thoughts are on the unfortunate news that we're seeing so many headlines with Floyd Mayweather Jr. losing like $170 million. Just your opinion on that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. And I've talked to him about it, but I don't know enough about it. You hear all these different stories. I think you have to wait to see how this thing's going to play out in court for him. But when somebody works as hard as he did and, amasses the type of wealth that he had, and then they lose it or it gets stolen or whatever the deal is, it's horrible, and it happens a lot in professional sports. Who knows? Anything is possible. Maybe we could do something and figure it out for him. But one of the things I wanted to, when you were just saying about like tonight's fight, we have 24 broadcast deals in 93 countries that this.
So here is where we are. Floyd is still 50-0, still one of the greatest to ever do it. But right now he is fighting on more fronts than he ever did in the ring. A $175 million fraud lawsuit, a $340 million Showtime lawsuit, a child support judgment, an injunction blocking his exhibitions, and defendants threatening to drag his spending and gambling habits into open court. The Dubai situation in 2024 was the warning sign everyone ignored. This is the headline. And the people who looked at those Instagram stacks and Bugattis and said this cannot last forever might have been right all along. Drop your take in the comments. Was this always coming? Or did Floyd just get unlucky with the wrong people around him? And if you are not subscribed, you already know what to do.